Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down an online business model that's making a really bold promise. Massive profits, even if you're starting with absolutely zero experience. Let's see if the blueprint actually adds up.
So let's just get right to the big question, right? Can you really start an online business and see a tenfold return on your investment without building a product, without coding, without even showing your face on camera? I mean, it sounds almost too good to be true. So let's see what this blueprint is actually proposing.
Yeah, that 10x number, that's the big headline promise, the thing that gets everyone's attention. But how on earth is that supposed to be possible? Well, the source claims it all comes down to a very specific strategy for reselling. Let's dig into how it's supposed to work.
So at its core, what are we really talking about? It's a reselling model. But forget physical products. We're talking about high-value digital services. The whole idea is to find what's already working out there and then just sell it at a premium.
Okay, and this is the key difference from, traditional online business. You can forget about the months or years it takes to build a product from scratch. This model's all about leveraging powerful platforms that already exist. That means no inventory to worry about and, supposedly, way fewer headaches with customer service.
All right, so the first big piece of the puzzle here is something called white labeling. And it's a pretty cool concept. Think of it like this. Some big company builds an incredible piece of software, and you just pay them a fee to put your brand, your logo all over it. As far as your customer is concerned, it's your product.
And then we have the other big pillar of this model, Master Resell Rights, or MRR for short. This is a license that's getting super popular. Basically, you buy a digital product, like a big online course, just one time, and that single purchase gives you the legal right to sell that exact same product again and again and again, and you get to keep 100% of the money.
Okay, so the blueprint we're looking at lays out 4 specific services you can resell. We've kind of grouped the first 2 together into what it calls the path for building that stable, recurring monthly income. Let's see how they work. First up on the list is a platform called GoHighLevel. If you're not familiar, it's basically this all-in-one beast of a marketing tool that agencies use to manage literally everything for their clients. Websites, sales funnels, email, texts, you name it.
Now let's get to the fun part, the numbers. According to the source, a single subscription of about $297 a month can support over 25 clients. And with an average profit of around $485 per client, that leads to a claimed potential monthly profit of over $12,000.
And the best part? According to the source, you don't have to be some tech genius to do this. It's laid out as a super simple 4-step process. You just sign up for the plan, you slap your brand on it, and then you start using their pre-built templates to sell marketing packages to businesses. No coding required.
All right, service number 2 for building that steady, recurring income is another name you might recognize, ActiveCampaign. The model here is exactly the same. You white label their really powerful email and SMS platform, and then you go sell it as your own. And this slide really shows the scaling potential. Okay, so the profit per client might be a bit lower here, but the source suggests that once you get up to 100 clients, you could be looking at a recurring profit of over $13,000 a month.
And the startup plan here? It's pretty much a rinse and repeat of the first one. Get the agency account, rebrand the dashboard, and then just use the platform's ready-made automations to get your clients set up fast.
Okay, so that was path 1. Now let's shift gears and look at the second path, which the source presents as, well, the fast cash route. This one is all about services that can supposedly bring in bigger, one-time payments or really high-margin retainers much more quickly.
This one is no surprise, right? It's all about jumping on that massive AI wave. We're talking about reselling custom AI chatbots. There are platforms out there that let you build and rebrand these AI agents that can handle things like customer support and even sales for businesses 24/7.
And if you thought the last numbers were big, well, the profit claims here are on another level. The argument is that the demand for AI is so high right now that you can charge a real premium. This, the source claims, could lead to potential monthly profits somewhere between $28,000 and nearly $50,000. And the game plan is, again, super straightforward. You pick a platform, you make it look like yours, and then you target businesses that need automation, like local businesses or e-commerce stores. You build the chatbots for them using simple drag-and-drop tools. Again, no technical skills needed.
And that brings us to the last one, service number 4. And this is what the source calls the absolute fastest way to make cash. Selling high-ticket digital products that come with those master resell rights we talked about. Think of these like business-in-a-box courses or template packages.
So this is where the math gets really wild. The entire profit model is built on that one-time purchase. Let's say you buy a product for, I don't know, $297. You then have the right to turn around and sell that exact same product for thousands, like the almost $3,000 example here. That gives you a $2,700 profit from a single sale. So this is really framed as the ultimate earn-while-you-learn setup. The idea is you can start selling immediately, literally using the sales pages and marketing materials they give you, and while you're making money, you're also learning all the skills that are taught inside the course itself.
Okay, so we've seen the 4 services, we've seen these pretty incredible profit claims, but that leaves, the million-dollar question, right? How in the world do you actually find customers for this stuff, especially if you're starting from scratch with no audience?
Well, the blueprint lays out 4 main tactics. Things like creating short-form videos that just showcase results, doing cold outreach on social media, and providing value in online communities. And what's really interesting is that, supposedly, you can do all of these things facelessly, without ever having to show your face on camera.
So when you put it all together, the source kind of boils it down to this simple choice. It's like, look, if your goal is to build a stable, predictable income stream that comes in every single month, it points you towards the white label software. But if your goal is to generate a large amount of cash as quickly as possible, it suggests you go with the Master Resell Rights model.
So after breaking down this entire blueprint, the source itself includes a really important warning. Only use reputable, proven platforms. And that kind of brings us to the big final question, doesn't it? Is this a genuine blueprint for building a sustainable, long-term business, or is it more like a temporary gold rush that's just tied to the latest trends? That's really the key takeaway to think about.